Hello and welcome to this update for SAS Viya 2024.01, the January release. And in this one, we will take a look at new capabilities that have moved from preview into production for Microsoft Excel. We will also take a look at so many new steps inside of SAS Studio and much more. So let's get right into it. Here we are inside of Microsoft Excel for Office 365. As you can see up at the top, I have an environment or an add-in called SAS, which can be distributed by your Office administrators to you. Then you can see that I have right now some data, well, just a Hello World example, inside of my sheet. And on the right-hand side, I have the data pane of the SAS add-in opened. Here we are inside of work and I have an example table. Well, I don't need it actually. So let me delete it from my session and it's gone. Now, of course, I would like to upload my existing data to the exact same place. So let me just select it from Excel, hit upload. Let's put it into work. And let's call it example, save. And now my table has been uploaded to the SAS server and is available as part of my work session, which is awesome. Well, what can we do with it? Glad you ask. We also have a Programs tab. Not only can you open up programs that are stored inside of SAS content, but you can also write new SAS programs inside of here. So let's just do a simple proc print, and as our data you can see I also use the autocomplete feature. We will use our example data set and let's hit the run icon. This is executing our SAS code inside of a SAS compute session on the SAS Viya server, which means you have full access to all the capabilities of your SAS Viya environment. Let's give it a moment to connect and then give us back the result. Here we are, our program has finished. We have gotten our results, also meaning that we interacted with the data we uploaded from Excel and can directly work within SAS code. Of course, we can also review the actual SAS log and go back into our SAS program. From here, because we have written an awesome program, we can of course go ahead, we can save it into SAS content, we can open other ones, we can rename it, close, whatever you would like. It's your time to shine with your SAS code. From here you can also run SAS job definitions, which is an awesome capability if you have pre-created content that you just want to switch some macro variables around in. Let's move over to SAS Studio. Here we are inside of SAS Studio, where we will take a quick look at a new analytics procedure that has been added for the recommender engine, which is recommending based on k-nearest neighbor algorithms. It's an awesome new capability that enables you to quickly identify users and recommend products to those users based on their peers, which is a great functionality. As you can see, this is fully CAS enabled, just running straight in CAS, and for this also a new option has been added for Proc A Store to set the aggregation method when scoring these models. Let's take a quick look at the results of this. So this ran on 20,000 rows, super fast. You can see the results here, and we can also look at the scoring output on this. Great stuff. Now, we also have a bunch of new steps that have been delivered as part of this update, including, and in total, being 8 steps. So I will not run them, I will not take a look at the output because there's so many of them. Let's just review what we have. In the enhancing data quality, we get 2 new entries for cleaning and parsing our data, which will help us to improve how good our data is when we are working with it in subsequent steps. On the In the visualized data category, we get the series plot and the choropleth map step. These are great if you have more complex analysis and want to kind of visualize what is going on. In the statistics categories, we see 3 new steps for combinations, dice roll simulations, and permutations. So let the dice roll, and maybe you can try out this new step in Vegas when you visit SAS Innovate. And finally, in the Manage Model category, we previously had the Register SAS model, and we now get the Register Python model step in here as well, expanding the capabilities of what you can easily and without writing any code do inside of SAS Studio. First up is enforce responsible AI best practices, trustworthy AI lifecycle workflow available. This is awesome if you're building models and register them to SAS Model Manager. You can now import this template and use it through SAS Workflow Manager. There is a great article explaining what are the different metrics that are tracked for you, the principles it adheres to, and how you can get started with it. Next, if you're extending the capabilities of SAS Visual Analytics, you will want to read this article on deploying DDC implementation files in SAS Content Server via SAS Viya GUIs, which is a great article diving deep into the capabilities when working with data-driven content objects and you not having access to an authorized web server. Sticking with the ethical AI topic and responsible AI topic from the first post, we have a post on model interpretability for models with uninterpretable features. This is a great dive into this topic and will help you get started on your journey to better and more responsible modeling. Let's take a look at what the community has built when it comes to SAS Studio custom steps this month. First up is a new entry in the NLP category, a categories testing framework to help you more quickly build up new NLP categories using SAS Visual Text Analytics. We have a new category introduced for optical character recognition, short OCR. This one here is for AWS Textract. In the same category, we also have one for Azure AI Document Intelligence for table extractions from your documents. And rounding things out is for the SAS content, copying a file from file system. All 4 steps are super awesome to help you get up and do more things within SAS Studio quicker. I hope this update has been helpful to you and see you next month. Bye bye.